what's going on, y'all? Latina Amoeba out here freezing my ass off. It is March 19th, Monday. Oh, holy fuck, it's cold. It's 36 degrees outside. It's been a while since I've posted. It's been a while since I've recorded. Some stuff has gone down. Some plans have been put on hold. Some really messed up stuff went down, actually. Okay, but major things for this week. I've read Money and the Law of Attraction. I started reading 2 books this past week. One, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, which my friend EC sent to me. Shout out to EC, she's awesome. I have an interview with her. She is so amazing. I highly recommend checking out the interview. The link is in the description below. So I started reading that book, and it was really great, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. But something was drawing me to this book. I've had this book for years, Money and the Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And if you don't know who they are and who Abraham Hicks is, I really recommend giving them a listen. Just search Abraham Hicks on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description below to that also, because this is one of the most life-changing resources for me. I do believe in the law of attraction. I do believe that it works. I have seen it work in my life. I know that I just block myself from allowing it to work. Anytime that you feel negative emotion, even if it's slight, so anything from extreme despair all the way to annoyance, anything that feels like a discord or a disconnect or some sort of anxiety, unease, dis-ease, is when you're blocking yourself from being connected to the larger source, from being connected to the greater universe. And we can't always be connected. We are always connected, but we can't always allow the flow through us, the flow of the universe, because we grow through our troubles, we grow through our issues, we grow through contrast. And contrast is what we experience when we feel dis-ease, shut off, disconnect. We're expanding and we're growing. But in order to allow the universe to flow through us, to work through us, for us to feel at ease, at peace, at harmony with ourselves, we have to allow ourselves to feel good, which is not always easy. It's sometimes easier said than done. And I feel like if you have had a lot of negative experiences in your life and you haven't had a lot of emotional support or like guidance in how to manage your emotions and how to choose the meanings that you give to events that happen in your life, you can practice being in a very bad state emotionally and mentally, which is what blocks you from allowing the universe to work through you, flow through you, and just being in harmony with yourself and with the universe. So we are our own block, and it's not because we don't have valid reasons. Bad shit does happen, but it's the weight that we allow those things to have over us and how we respond to them. That's what really matters, right? So this is what I've been reading. I'm gonna make a couple of videos on it. I finished this basically in a day. Money and the Law of Attraction. My sister gave this to me for Christmas years ago, along with another book that I read immediately, and I never got around to reading this one, but like I said, something just called me to read this book, and I think it came in good timing, and I just know that I need to practice this. I need to practice it. It's one thing to know it, it's another thing to practice it. And I think it's actually challenging. It's actually hard to change the way that you think, and I feel like by calling it hard, I am in a way making it hard. If I say it's easy, I believe that it's easy, maybe it will be easier. But honestly, having been trying this for the last 2 years and having success and then falling off the horse and making slow progress, I think that it can be easy, but it can also be hard. Like if you're used to thinking a certain way, it's hard to stop thinking that way, because it's hard to catch yourself doing it when you're doing it every time. You know what I mean? Because you're so used to it, you don't realize you're doing it. You don't realize it's happening. You don't realize you're having a negative thought, or you don't realize you're having a thought that doesn't serve you, that's holding you back, that's blocking you, you know? So we really have to practice observing our thoughts and changing them when we catch them. Now, how do you know if it's a negative or positive thought? Is how you feel when you're thinking it. So your feelings are your indication. It's really hard to track all the thoughts that you have because we have so many and they're just constantly going. But if you just tune in to your feeling and emotional body, you say, how am I feeling right now? And if you find yourself feeling a little tense, irritated, annoyed, anxious, stressed, you know the thoughts you're thinking are causing these emotions. What you're focusing on are causing these emotions. So it's like, okay, I catch this. What can I think that can make me feel better? What can I think that will self-soothe? Self-soothe your place. I'm not saying you have to focus your way into ecstatic joy all the time, but just peace, inner peace, so you don't have that stress, so you don't have that inner tension. And it's easier said than done. It really is. I think that it can get to a point where it's easy, but at first it's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of intention and just a lot of practice in catching yourself. And I'm still in that process. But reading this book really reminded me of how much I really need to practice this, because I've been really unintentional about it and it's showing up in my life. You know, I need to be more intentional about catching it, about refocusing. Focus is the most powerful force in the universe. In the universe. What you focus on and the way that you focus on it makes a huge difference in your life. Huge. And I'm going to make a video about this, summarizing the main points from this book, because I feel like it's just so impactful, and anything by Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, and Jerry Hicks is so impactful. So I'm going to be making that video soon. Other than that, weight loss stuff, I really have not been doing well. But goal this week, lose 2 pounds. So let's see if we can do that. Here we go. So even though I'm aware that I need to be observing my thoughts, catching myself in negative thought, changing it, I have been in tension and kind of like a bad mood all morning. So I say, oh, I need to be focused. I need to fix it. I've been in tension all morning. And it's because I give a lot of my focus to one specific subject in my life that I probably give too much focus and too much power to. But it's like the one prevailing thing in my life that makes it hard for me to just be happy, to just be chill. If you can't find a way to feel better about a subject, you have to just focus on something else, which is also easier said than done. Fuck. It's like, I just feel stressed. And I don't want to feel stressed. That's like what I don't want to feel in my life. I felt stressed and anxiety and tension in my life for so long. I just don't want to feel it anymore. And I'm not like this every day. I'm not. Some days I'm out here, I'm chill. I'm listening to music. I'm reading in between rides. I'm just having a good time. Today, I'm just having a hard time staying focused on other things that don't make me feel bad. I just don't like feeling like this anymore. I haven't liked feeling like this for a long time. But it's just getting less and less bearable because I just want to be happy. You know what I mean? I just want to be happy. If there are factors in your life that make that harder, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's up to you, but if something in your life is making it harder for you to be happy. Just for an example of how this works, you could be having really negative thoughts about a subject, and in order to feel better about it, you have to go general. You can't focus on specifics and try to act like you feel it if you don't, because that defeats the purpose, because you don't truly feel it, right? So this is an example of how I'm going to get myself into a better feeling state. I hope it works. Because I'm feeling all sorts of stress and negativity right now. Okay, I'm not feeling good. But I know that this is just temporary. I know that this is just a phase. I know that this will pass. I've been working on making things better. I've been working on making my life better. I've been working on changing the way that I think. I've been working on controlling my focus. Focus is the most powerful force in the universe. I'm getting a hang of it. The more I get a hang of it, the better my life will be. The more direction I will have in my life. The more ease and flow and fun I will have in my life. I have fun. I have fun by myself. I like to laugh. I laugh easily. I make myself laugh. I really do. A lot. I have fun when I'm with friends. I haven't had as much fun recently. Slipping back in the opposite direction of where I want to go. But we just keep going. But I know that my true nature is to have fun and be joyful. And I will reconnect with that. I am reconnecting with that. I will find a way not to let these things that have been stopping me get in the way of my life, get in the way of my joy, get in the way of my fun. I have fun. I'm gonna have fun right now. This week, I just need to make $800 and I need to lose 2 pounds. I can do it. I can do it. As long as I control my focus and manage my emotions so that I feel good, so that I don't feel like I don't want to do these other things, I will be good. I can do it. I can do anything. It's an infinite, vast universe. I am a creator. I am pure positive energy or pure potential, just like anyone else. Yes, there are people who are better than me in X, Y, and Z ways, but they're not better than me inherently. I have just as much potential as the next person. I just need to direct it, follow it, let myself be the fullest of my being, which is unique and different from anybody else. I need to follow my path. I am following my path. And the more I allow myself to do so, the more I will become who I'm meant to be. The more I will have fun and be joyous and be in the flow of the universe. And just trust that everything is as it should be, as it's meant for me to be. I'm gonna move my car because the guy who parked next to me fucking hit my door like 5 times. And I'm in the lines. He just has a big ass ridiculous truck. So I'm just gonna scooch my car over to the side. Anyway, so I feel a little bit better. And I've got to continue to do that mentally. I think I'm going to read a little bit and wait for the next ride now. This is where I'm at, guys. It's real out here. Okay, I'm really going to Trisha Paytas it right now because now I'm crying. Trisha Paytas it by crying on camera and potentially posting it if I'm brave enough. But man, I'm telling you, I can't get my mind off this subject. I'm really trying. And I'm trying to focus on the positive, but like I've spent so much energy doing that, and it's like, do I really want to have to spend so much energy continuing to do this when I can just fucking put my energy in other places instead of having to refocus my energy to try to find the positive aspects when I don't feel good in the situation? Because really what it boils down to is like, I just don't feel like I'm enough. And it's not because, yeah, there's things about myself that I want to improve. I know that there's ways that I could be better. I know I have issues. I know there's things I have to work on. I know I'm not perfect, and I never will be. This idea of perfect doesn't exist. Everybody has quirks. Everybody has what someone else is going to see as a flaw, and it's a big deal to some people, and it's not a big deal to other people, and we all just kind of come together in different ways, right? And for me, I just don't feel like I'm enough, you know? That's just the overall feeling. I feel like I'm not enough, and I don't know why, but it's really painful. And I just want to feel like I'm enough, you know? Again, not that I can't grow, not that I can't change, not that I can't do better or like become better, improve in some ways, but I just want to feel like I'm enough. I don't want to feel like I'm not enough anymore. And I got a ride, so I guess I gotta stop crying. Just picked up a ride, which stopped my crying temporarily. On the ride, I feel like I really kind of worked some stuff out in my head. The passenger was listening to music on their headphones, so I didn't have to make conversation, so I was still just thinking, you know, and I worked some things out of my head. I was thinking about a situation that's bothering me, and I started to see it in a different way. I imagined it being different. I imagined the possibility of it being different, which is what I do, is I always refocus and think about, you know, how it could be different, how the energy could be different, all this stuff, right? So I just envisioned how it could be different and what that felt like, and that felt like such a relief. Such a relief. So then I started thinking, how can I bring that energy of relief into the situation as it is right now? Like, what would have to shift within myself to bring that kind of energy into it? And really, it's that I wouldn't give my power away. I wouldn't give so much of my power away, which is what I have to learn to do anyway. Oh, ride requested. I'm back home, made my money for the day, and just ate some soup and a bread roll, and I'm full. And so I think together everything was 600 calories, so I still have 500 calories left for the day. And I'm actually gonna go for a walk today. So it's happening. I actually feel my energy and my drive coming back. And I think it's all thanks to reading Money and the Law of Attraction and just really starting to focus on where my power lies. Even when I feel powerless, even when I feel like my thoughts are out of control, my emotions are out of control, I do have power to focus, and really working on that, working on managing my emotions, being in control, helps. So even though I've had kind of an emotional roller coaster day today, just being in my own head, I feel better. I feel good. I feel good about everything. I feel like I'm on my way. I'm on my way to getting better and focusing on what I need to focus on for me. Finally back out here for a walk for the first time in months. So here we are. My weight is getting out of control, back to 200. I cannot believe I'm back to 200. Actually I can, based on what I've been eating and stuff, but I can't believe I let myself gain 15 pounds back. So gotta lose it. And I think for a long time I felt like it was pointless. I felt like nothing I would do to lose weight would work, because I got stuck on a plateau, and all of my like emotional stuff is very related to the reasons why I gain weight and I think keep it on. But despite all that, I have to work on my mental / emotional issues and my weight. And is that a snake? No, that's a rope. And I just have to fucking do it. I have to do it. And I actually feel motivated to do it, more so than I have in a really long time, probably since November. Like I said, I've said this before, at the beginning of October of last year, I was almost down to 179, so I was almost down to the 170s. But once I got down to 180, I started gaining weight again. That's when I got really depressed in October, and I just kind of let myself go again. But the heaviest I've been is 220, so at least I'm not up to that again. And at least I'm like reeling it back in. And I'm also working on the root cause issues, my emotions and the way that I think, and my finances, all these other areas of my life, which are slowly getting better. So I really want to focus on my weight again and make this a priority. So I'm out here going for a walk after this, probably gonna do some yoga, maybe some Pilates, we'll see. And I'm just gonna eat a salad for dinner, and that's it, done for the day with food. And then after that, it's just green tea all day. So that's where we're at. And I'm just gonna finish my walk now, listening to something inspirational or some music or something. Out here doing it. Do it, do it. I did it! I did it! I just got back from a 3-mile walk. I haven't done that in months. I finally got myself to fucking do it. Oh my gosh, it's done. I'm gonna find some sort of like Pilates or kickboxing challenge to do at home, and then I'm gonna do yoga, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Then I'm probably gonna fix my hair because it really needs to be dyed again. So I'm actually doing it. I'm actually finally doing it after months of feeling completely unmotivated and deflated. Here we are. So I just followed along with 3 different videos for at-home workouts. I did not finish a single one of them. The first 2 were a bit much for me, and the third one, sometimes with yoga, I just get restless. Sometimes I'm really into it, and sometimes I'm just restless as hell. So I didn't finish it, but I did like 10 minutes of that video, and that's better than nothing, all that combined. So what I think, because I'm really restless, I'm gonna make a list of exercises that I want to do every day. So besides the walking, I want to also do an additional exercise every day. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately, like vibrationally and expansionally, and like the bigger vision of my life. Like, what's the value that I could take from this experience in having gained all this weight, is that I won't take it for granted when I get down to, I won't take it for granted once I get fit again. I won't take it for granted once I hit 135 again for my weight. Because I did take it for granted back then. I took it for granted that I could do all these exercises. I took it for granted that I did them with ease, that I could hop fences with ease and do all this stuff and walk long distances with ease. I took it for granted, honestly, I really did. And so I've been reflecting on that today as well, that all this weight gain, maybe in the bigger picture, I experienced it so that when I lose the weight, I will appreciate it more, because I really didn't appreciate it back then. I didn't appreciate my body and my health and my state back then when I was healthy, when I was thinner, when I was fitter, because I didn't think I was thin enough. I didn't like my body. But now I see I was able to do all these things, and I want to get back to that place again, and maybe having my body like this, where I can't do these things so easily, I won't take it for granted when I can again, you know? So that's another thing I've been reflecting on today. So I'm proud of myself. I actually did it for the first time in months, and I'm gonna make a list of exercises that I want to continue to do every week. So that's what I'm gonna do next, and then I'm gonna dye my hair, and then I want to set some intentions for the week, and do some brain exercises. Oh, but first, I'm gonna eat dinner before it gets too late, so I'm just gonna make a salad. So I'm dyeing my hair. I only had a little bit of red left, and I had these other blues that I was gonna try to use last time. So I just kind of meshed everything together. So let's see what the disastrous results end up being this time.